In my last video, I showed you how to install the PlatformIO extension into Visual Studio Code. PlatformIO sits on top of VSC, and that's the menus that we need to use. So to import a sketch from an Arduino, such as Blink, which we're going to do, if you have a look around, you've got File, and it'll say New File, and so forth, and Open, all the rest. We don't bother about that. There's also the Explorer view on the side. We don't bother with that. We go straight to the alien, which is PlatformIO, and then we go to Open, and after a short while we'll get a menu, and you've got the options of a new project or importing an existing one from Arduino. This is very restrictive, but I'm going to show you the import button anyway, and I'll show you the disadvantages of it. So we press that button and it asks us what we want to import. Now I've got a USB stick, a green one, and the code is on there, and it's Blink. So then you press import and you find you've got an error because it's not really intuitive. Up here we have to select a board. So I'm going to select an Uno board, and then before I go to import, I just want to make you aware of this. It says, well, there's nowhere there really to tell you what file name it's going to use for the end project. And if I want to save the project back onto the USB stick, I haven't really got a choice for that at all. It's actually in this folder, projects, which on my machine is c/users/richard/OneDrive/documents/PlatformIO/projects, and then within its own directory structure. So it's not that easy to find, and it's not where we want it, but we'll go ahead with that anyway. So I'm going to import. So there it is imported, and you can see it's been given a name on the top left. It's been given the name with the date and the time, and Uno, and we've got platform ini file, which will close, and we can close that one. So the source code is in SRC, and that's the Blink code that we've got. And you can see it's showing up errors. Now they're not errors, it will compile all right, but down at the bottom right it says because it's not a C++ file and we've got to convert it, it won't recognize INO files. So one way is to actually just rename that CPP, and of course it doesn't make any difference at all. So we've got three problems there. We've got the first thing is the IntelliSense doesn't recognize it. The next one is we can't name the file ourselves, and the third one is we can't put it where we want it to be. So what I'm going to do is show you the manual way, which is a lot better. So we close that, right click on there to close that one, move that from, and then just close that one. So we'll start again and do it the manual way. So alien, open, we're going to create a new file, a new project, which will be empty apart from the Arduino structure of loop and setup. So we're going to new project. I'm going to call it 2021-503 because that's the date, and I'm going to call it Link. And I'm going to select a board, which is a lot more obvious this time. And look, it says location just here. So if we untick that, we go down, we say we want it back on our stick. If we have a quick look on the stick, we have just one file. If I can just get a bit closer to that, that's all that's on that stick. It's just that one folder and that one file. So we'll go back to there. So we'll just save it, which I always seem to put the button down at the bottom where you can't see it. So I click on finish. It will then prepare that sketch and present it on the left. Let's wait for the .ini file to be created, and then you know you're done. So we get rid of that one and we close that one. So look at the source now. It's main CPP, and we've just got a blank framework. What we do now is we go into Explorer, we go into Notepad, find the original sketch, copy it, paste it back into the editing area. Note we have to include the Arduino.h header on line 1. As you can see, there's no errors, and if we go down to the bottom left with a little tick, we can compile it, and it will compile perfectly. So the IntelliSense works, and we have the file where we want it, and it's called exactly what we want it. If we have another look in Explorer, if I can find it on my machine, then that is what's now on that USB stick. And if you notice, it's the same as this on the Explorer view here. So it's basically a copy. So this Explorer just is basically an Explorer. It doesn't show all the things, the programs thing. So if we double click on source, we can see we've got the main CPP and when it was made. So that's all for this time. Next time I'll show you how to import whole projects. It's a lot easier than this, very similar and a lot quicker, and it's a lot safer for version control as well.